I wrote another poem today. If you've been on my Facebook page, my public page, Pearl Snap Fever, might have seen a picture of me with a black spade cow I got caught riding a hammer-headed paint, and Wes is behind me. And that's what this poem's about. It's called The Lead-Jawed Paint. I ain't got it memorized because I just wrote it. We was rolling through spring works at the Spades on the old Hall County lease, working some of that old Turkey Creek country, a little bit north of the Peace. The view was quite majestic. As far as you could see, the shinnery mottes and mesquites flowed together most gracefully. Made it to the hold-up that day with mostly volunteers, a few old snaky winches, and 3 or 4 last fall steers. We had just about convinced them all to stick their head through the gate when one old snide come by my foot like she was a running late. It looked like the rest would take it, so I pulled down my come here string. I riled old Paint beside his heart and heard my Campbell's ring. And old Paint was extra money that I was riding for a farmer in town. He had bought him from a friend of mine that got tired of having him around. Well, this spotted pony weren't no outlaw. He didn't have a wicked taint. Of all the things maybe said about him, a pretty good horse he ain't. He could run a little, he just couldn't do it fast. And he sure enough watch a cow. Watch her as she run on past. And of all the things about him, maybe worse than the rest, was that once you got him started, his not stopping was his best. Hard mouth was an understatement to describe this knockdown dink. When you asked him for his head, it was kind of like pulling on a cast iron sink. So we split the breeze behind her, but we split it pretty slow. Crashed on through the thorny jungle with my slinging arm hung low. Had her at a disadvantage, even with our weak attack. You see, she was still afoot, and I was somewhat horseback. We hit a little clearing, maybe about 8 foot square. I stuck a figure 8 right straight behind her black left ear. We then regained the thicket where the limbs became entwined. My left was a pulling old lead jaw, while my right was holding slack quail line. He was staying right there with her. I could have slapped her on the rump. With my gag bits near his eyeballs, he was hitting every stump. With the beating I was taking and my body getting mangled, I quit worrying about my slack and how he might get tangled. I just dropped it there amongst us, below his anviled head. Went to sawing on them reins till my face was a-turning red. I finally got him all wedged up into a gentle forked tree, and to my complete amazement, all 4 feet were nylon free. Now, I don't hold no grudges. I'll still ride a Paint, but my opinion still holds on old Leadjaw. A pretty good horse he ain't. Y'all keep snapping.